Let's see if we get any viewers today. I'm just going to go do some iRacing. See if we can get some open wheel going. As you can see, actually, I think I'm probably going to show you my replay from last night. Let's see, Formula Vee, 2:58 a.m. Let's see. All right, let's take a look at this thing. And I will give you the walkthrough commentary. Because I know you love my voice. So, if you're new to this stream or new to these videos and you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. That way you'll be notified of any new videos I create, which usually I create one a day. However, lately I've been working on another project. But I am going to start streaming more iRacing because a friend of mine and I want to race together. And he is currently at an I rating of like 1,000 and I'm at 8 something. So we can't race yet. But I'm going to be working my way up. And you can join me on this journey. So, what we originally did was we went in and we did a little couple practice laps. Let's get to that. Oh, too fast. Too fast. Too fast. So I don't think we were actually doing any, can't really remember. Here we go. We're going off and trying to hit those apexes. I'm not the best at hitting the apexes, and I'm sure that I'd probably remove a couple tenths of a second. But I did really well in the qualifier, actually, as you'll see here in a bit. But I've gotten a lot better at racing the Formula Vee without spinning out as much. Because before, whenever I would go in, I would actually race. And I was rookie at the time. And I know that you technically, you don't want to get hit. You don't want to go off the track or anything to be able to get out of the rookie class. And I eventually got to the point where I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to let these other people spin out and I'm just going to run my race. I'm just basically drive around the track. As you can see right there, I spun out a little bit, but it's not like normal where I'm doing like 360s, 720s. So yeah, we're running a couple practice laps, just trying to get a feel for the track again. Still a little bit squirrely, but those are the only times I believe that I actually spun out. But anyway, so what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to focus on hitting my apexes. I'm still afraid to get close to the edge because it can cause you to spin out. So what you'll see is I'm not actually hitting the edge or the apex. I'm near it, but I'm not quite on it. So anyways, just running this track, doing a couple practice laps. Recently I've been running this track and I've been finishing probably in the top 4 the past 6 times. And I've gotten pretty good at it. like I said, I just started using the strategy of letting people spin out in front of me and just avoid them and go around them. So, it's not really, you're not racing, you're just driving around the track and seeing how fast you can get as opposed to other people. If you go in with that mentality, you should easily be able to get out of the rookie class. So I'm going to fast forward here, get past our practice, and go to our qualifier. Okay, so now we're getting ready to qualify. I'll pull up the results from the other qualifiers here in a little bit, or here in a second. Come on, qualifier. Oh, okay, so I guess that was my qualification. I guess I didn't do any practice laps. I actually just went in and qualified. So as you can see here, I qualified in second, which that is something that I've never done before. Especially with a lap time of 1 minute 7 seconds. So a lot of the times people are getting like 1 minute 6. This was at 2:30 in the morning, so that's probably the reason why I qualified second. But still, 1 minute 7 is doing better than I normally was. I was normally getting like around the 1:08s. My fastest time has been a 1:06 flat. But this particular one, it was just a 1:07.7. Let's turn up, see what people said here. All right, so normally I would start in the pits, but since I'm sitting in position 2 right now for the qualifier on the grid, I figure it should be fairly easy to get ahead of all the people that are going to be running recklessly. So I stayed there, and I didn't try to start from the pits instead. So let's go ahead and get this started. Straight off the bat. Oh, okay, let's go back a little bit. All right, so we start off. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to get ahead of position 1, but as you can see, position 3 jumped in front of me, but I took the inside line. And from that point on, I didn't see any of them because it was basically a race between them and I was on my own. I was just running my laps. So there you go. I hit the apex fairly well. Go around corner 2 there and then come around corner 3. Didn't quite hit my apex, but still maintained fairly good speed. Come around corner 4. Tried to stay wide, slow in, fast out. And that was pretty much my strategy from the beginning, is just, slow in, fast out. This particular corner coming up, I have never been able to maintain full throttle while going through it. Otherwise, I would spin out. So what I do is when I get to the corner, I will let up on the accelerator until I see the apex on the right-hand side, and I will then put it back down full throttle. On these corners, I'll usually start stopping and downshift maybe about 2 seconds before hitting that corner. That particular corner as well, I cannot make around the corner hitting the apex and still maintain full throttle. So what I do is I let up on the accelerator just a little bit, hit my apex, and then put the pedal to the floor again. So yeah, from that point, it was a fairly smooth run. I let's see, that's practice. There's the grid, info, laps, lap time. Let's practice, qualify. There's a race. Okay, so yeah, I believe those are my lap times. Yeah, those are my lap times for the entire race. As you can see, my best lap was 106. If you noticed a second ago that I had just gone off the track. Now, normally that would like phase me a little bit, but I've gotten to the point where I am able to maintain stability when I'm going off the track. I basically just let up on the accelerator and ride it out until I get back on the track, and then I accelerate again. Because these things have so much horsepower in the rear that it's so easy to spin out, especially whenever you're in grass. So downshift to third, downshift to second right before hitting the apex. Accelerate as soon as I get to a 45 degree on that corner, and then ride it out to the next one, downshift to second again. So pretty much every one of these corners I'm going around in second gear, except for that one. That one I'm staying in third. And that one I'm also staying in third. This one I'm coming up to it, I'll downshift right there, slow down, try to hit the apex. Right about there, I'll accelerate again. And accelerate, hit third gear, ride third gear up until about that point right there is when I hit fourth. And then right here, let up on the accelerator until I see the apex, hit the accelerator, and just ride it to the finish line. So yeah, I basically, when I first started iRacing, I didn't know if I was going to like these little Formula V's, but these things are so fun to race. I'd like to race one in real life, honestly. I think they'd probably be fairly expensive, though. See, there we go. I went off the track again a little bit, so I just let up on the accelerator and got it. And
what are you two barking about?
And got it back on.
Sorry.
So basically, the only thing that you need to keep in mind when you're racing is you're not racing. You're just trying to get around the track. Don't even worry about the other people. The other people aren't even there. The only time that you really need to worry about other people is if you're coming around a corner and somebody's spun out. Just worry about where they're at, slow down, go around them, and then continue your race. My dogs are going crazy. You can probably hear their feet in the background running across the floor. We have how old is she, babe?
10 months.
We have a 10-month-old husky and a 8-year-old Jack Russell boxer mix. So normally whenever I'm racing, especially when I get in a good position, I don't know if I can handle the pressure and I'll end up spinning out, or, I'll do something and I'll lose that position. But like I said, if you just worry about running your laps and not racing, you'll be fine. And just remember, like I said, if you're in the rookie class, you don't want to worry about position at the end of the race. You just want to worry about making it around the track without going off and without hitting people. That'll raise your rookie class rating, And once you hit a 3, then you'll start your D class, which is what I'm at. And as you can see, I'm going around these corners, but I'm not going around them really fast because it doesn't take a lot to spin out on these things. And just make small adjustments to your steering. No quick movements, otherwise that's going to cause a jarring effect and you will spin out. So as we're on lap 8. And I think, like I said, what I could do is if I could hit those apexes, I'm pretty sure I would be able to reduce a couple tenths off my time, if not maybe even a second. But I'm a little gun shy because I don't want to spin out. And the smoother you are in your turns, the faster they will be. As long as you're not making a lot of jerky movements. On this next run, I'll give you a total breakdown of my shifting on the next lap. My thought process. All right, so as we're rounding this last corner, we're coming back to the start line. About here, we'll be running 4th gear. So right about this time, I'll downshift to 3rd, slow down. Right about there, I'll downshift to 2nd, see the apex, accelerate, aim for the next apex on this corner, slow down, downshift to 3rd, or downshift to 2nd, and go back around the corner. Upshift to 3rd, go around this corner in 3rd, go around this corner in 3rd, come up to this next one, stay on the outside, downshift to 2nd, slow down, hit the apex, see the apex on the other side, accelerate, back up to 3rd, accelerate up to 4th here in a few seconds. Let off the accelerator, try to hit my apex, but without turning the wheel too much. Hit the apex and then hit the accelerator again. And then, like I said, coming back around, we'll be in 4th gear, slow down to 3rd, down to 2nd, hit the apex, accelerate, go back up to 3rd, aim for next apex, slow down, go down to 2nd. That particular one we don't downshift on. This one right here we downshift to 2nd. And then when we get out of that, we'll upshift to 3rd, slow down, come around here, let off the accelerator in 3rd, go around that corner, stay on the accelerator on that particular corner, stay on the outside, downshift to 2nd, slow down, hit the apex, accelerate again when I see the outside, up to 3rd, and just rinse and repeat. And that does it for that race. And we finished with our first place win, which that's my first one. So as I said, if you've liked this video, if you took anything from it, any kind of advice, or if this video's helped you in your races, let me know in the comment section. Also, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified of new videos that I create, which normally is every day. And I will see you next time. Thank you.